Hey there, here's a cute little simple fancy fold, not too crazy, but it's got this funky little thing here, and that can be a bit intimidating. Where do I go? So let's just look at the sketch, and you'll see that you're going to start with an 8.5 by 11 cut to give you 8.5 by 5.5, and then you're going to score at 4.25 right across here. So here's your card base ready to go. Okay, now let's look back at our sketch. We need a piece of designer series paper, 5.5 by 4.25, and it says cut at 2 3/4 up 1.5. Really? Okay, so let's start with the right size first. So 5.25. Whoops, I did that wrong. It's 5.5 by 4.25. So let's try again. 5.5. Phew. By 4.25. And you can be sure that you have the right size by testing it on your card. It should be the exact front of your card. Okay? All right, cool. Now, here's the tricky part. I need to cut this at 2 3/4. So I'm going to line this up at 2 3/4. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to zoom you in so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. If you look along the edges here, you will see that there are little marks. Now, it's not the end of the world that you're absolutely wonderfully perfect, but this is 4.25. If I want to go 1.5, oh gosh, it gets itty bitty, but there's 1, brings me to 3.25. So it's basically 2 3/4 up. Again, it's not the end of the world. So you're going to come up, push this, see this little edge right here, this little dot, to right there. All right, this line right here lines up with the mark right there. That's the hard part. Now, trying to get this into the scoring tool and all of those things, I think it's really tricky. You can put it in your score pad, the scoreboard. I find it's honestly just as easy to start to bend this back, and I want it to go from point to point and do it just like that, and just kind of get it where you want it, and when you're good, then commit. Okay, so let's do this one the same way. I'm going to start it back. I want it to be right at that point. Just kind of get it where I want it. Okay, go. I did. Whew. Close enough. All right. So then, now you have this little bit, which is the front of your card. You're going to tuck in 2 dimensionals behind here. 1 there and 1 there. And now you are ready to put that on the front of your card and stamp away. You can see that lines up right there. You are good to go. Have fun. Bye.